Okay, so that concludes this course. We've learned a lot, and let's do a short recap of what we have covered. In this course, we learned what is microservices architecture and how to use it. And not less important, we've also talked about when not to use it. And the bottom line is, as always, how to become a better software architect. So let's go through the agenda of this course and recall what were the topics we have covered. Well, first was the obligatory welcome section, and immediately after that, we've delved into the history of microservices. In order to understand what are microservices, we have to know where did we come from, specifically monolith and service-oriented architecture. We then discussed the problems with monoliths and SOA, such as single technology platform and inflexible deployment. And then we've got introduced to microservices, where we have learned about Martin Fowler's seminal work and the 9 attributes of microservices. We then discussed the problems solved by microservices, and we saw how microservices deal with the problems with monolith and service-oriented architecture. We then discussed the architecture process of microservices and emphasized the importance of components mapping and defining communication patterns. After that, we started talking about various aspects of microservices-based systems, beginning with deployment, which is extremely important with microservices and should be automated. We then looked at testing, which also should be automated with microservices in order for it to be effective and efficient. Then we made an introduction with Service Mesh, a relatively new and quite promising concept that abstracts the inter-service communication aspects and makes our life much easier. After that, we talked about logging and monitoring and explained why they are extremely crucial in microservices, even more than with monolith. After understanding the architectural aspects of microservices, we talked about when not to use them. There are definitely cases where microservices is not the answer and should be avoided. We then discussed the organization and the adaptations it should do in order to support the new architectural style. Microservices cannot succeed in a traditional organization, and changes must be made. Then, to wrap it up, we talked about common anti-patterns and mistakes that are often made when designing microservices architecture. And then we discussed the 3 strategies for breaking monolith to microservices. This happens quite a lot, and you have to be prepared. Then we talked about the mylib case study and designed its architecture. And finally, here we are at the end of this course. So I hope you feel like a real microservices expert, which is exactly what you are after completing this course. I believe you'll be able to use the knowledge you gained here and that it will greatly help you in your future work and will definitely make you an even better architect. I want to thank you for taking this course, and I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in my other courses.